Greetings to one and all. I am truly grateful to be honored by Likhaan for leading the 13-year campaign for the passage of the Reproductive Health Law. And even more thrilled that I am honored together with two brave, compassionate, and progressive women, Luwalhati Bautista and Margie Holmes. I am often asked why a male legislator has taken up the cudgels for women and girls in fighting for the passage of relevant gender-responsive legislation that will eliminate the gender inequality and inequity that have long plagued women and girls. The protection of the marginalized and underrepresented has always been part of my legislative agenda. So it was completely natural for me to branch out my fight for workers, farmers, and students to women and girls who are more impoverished, less educated, bereft of choices, and suffer from ill health than men and boys. Throughout the arduous crusade for the enactment of the RH law, the words of Margaret Sanger were constantly reverberating in my mind. 100 years ago, she said, "No woman can call herself free who does not own and control her body." Indeed, bodily autonomy, the right to make decisions over one's own body and navigate one's future by being empowered to make informed and intelligent life choices, must be at the very heart of any pro-woman legislation like the RH law. But much more needs to be done to truly and permanently close the gender gap and achieve gender equality. Legislators should be at the forefront of efforts to enact laws that will put women and girls first, like laws providing economic incentives to women and their families, enhancing girls' access to higher education, affording them equal opportunities in the workplace, ensuring adolescent reproductive health, and giving additional protection to women and girls against violence and assault. Since the honorees tonight no longer belong to the young generation, although we are still young at heart, then there is need to develop and appreciate the role of the young people as advocates. Consequently, the importance of the full and faithful implementation of the RH laws, mandatory age and development appropriate reproductive health education. Understanding and embracing the import of bodily autonomy and the other salient features of reproductive health will enable young advocates, particularly girls, to protect themselves and others as they assume the vital role of dedicated and fearless advocates. Together with the much admired Margie Holmes and the equally celebrated Luwalhati Bautista, I am steadfast in advocating bodily integrity and sexual and reproductive health and rights for as long as these fundamental rights need utmost protection and promotion. More power to all of us.